Fortunate that His Holiness also sent a message for this particular symposium, and I would like to read it out. It says, "Distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. I'm extremely pleased that with the grace of Allah, the Pan-African Muslim Association UK is once again holding a peace symposium. I pray that the event is successful in all respects and extend my best wishes to all participants. We live in an era of grave uncertainty, and inequality and injustice has taken root globally. As such, it is critical need of the hour that mankind focuses on its effort upon ensuring peace and stability in the world. Therefore, at every opportunity and upon every platform available to us, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is dedicated to promoting peace and seek to bring people from all walks of life together in order to foster unity and understanding. Indeed, this has always been our objective because the founder of our community, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, peace be upon him, repeatedly stressed the paramount importance of fulfilling the rights of our fellow human beings and to manifest love, grace, and compassion towards one another. In fact, he stated that he had been sent by Allah the Almighty with two overarching objectives. Firstly, to draw mankind closer to the Creator, and secondly, to urge all people to fulfill the rights of God's creation. He stated that instead of seeking to usurp the rights of others, human beings, irrespective of their differences, should live in peace and endeavor to cultivate a society based on love, respect, and tolerance. As mentioned, we are passing through an extreme, turbulent, and dangerous time, which wars and conflicts are intensifying with each passing day. Scores of innocent people, including defenseless women and children, are being mercilessly targeted in various parts of the world, with hospitals being bombed, schools attacked, families torn apart. Nations are becoming increasingly divided as hatred and intolerance against immigrants and minorities is being fueled by those who exploit fear and deliberately sow discord. Moreover, at an international level, the world is becoming more and more polarized and opposing blocs are formed. Rather, they have been guided and directed by justice and fairness. It is these self-serving alliances that are shaping the foreign policies of nations and driving humanity towards destruction. Not only is there a threat of grave economic consequences for nations, but far beyond that, there is rapidly growing risk of another world war igniting. Such warfare will leave an indelible strain of brutality and inhumanity on history and lead to decades of misery, trauma, and despair. Moreover, if God forbid nuclear weapons are utilized, the scale of the destruction that will ensue is beyond all comprehension. Not only will countless lives be lost in the immediate aftermath, but due to the lasting effect of radiation, children will be born for generations to come with birth defects, disabilities, genetic disorders, and other dangerous diseases. Thus, instead of looking back at their forefathers with pride and affection, those who follow us will be filled with rage and hatred for those who come before them. In the face of these global threats, it is necessary that the people of Africa, including its diaspora, realize the true value and recognition that the immense role they can play in the future of the world. Whilst the eyes of the rich and the powerful, Africa is deemed as weak and powerless, I consider Africa to be a great continent that has the potential to lead the world, so long as its people are united. Accordingly, all Africans, irrespective of their national, tribal, or religious differences, must strive to unite. Furthermore, the people of Africa must free themselves from all forms of deception, corruption, or dishonesty, and be prepared to work hard to make and sacrifice for their nations. Your nations must focus upon raising their educational standards, especially of their youth, so the African people can rise up through the enduring power of education and knowledge. If, God forbid, the world war occurs, it's likely to engulf much of the world, including dominant powers of the Western world. At such a time, other nations will have to step into the void of the leadership and seek to rebuild the world and to guide mankind back towards peace and prosperity. It is possible, and indeed I hope, that African nations shall be spared from the worst consequences of such a warfare. Therefore, as a continent, your nation must ready themselves for a future in which Africa can lead and guide the world. For this, you must, as I've already said, be committed to ending all forms of corruption and striving to raise the standards of your people in all respects. May it be the African people recognize the importance of spiritual and moral reforming and better themselves for the sake of the development of their continent and wider world. If you all understand your potential and objectives and strive earnestly towards fulfilling them, I have no doubt that Africa will prosper. Inshallah, certainly it is my sincere prayer that Allah the Almighty grants African people the ability and the quality required to lead and guide the world in the future. At the end, I pray that Allah the Almighty enables all African nations and their people to continue, progress and develop, and may your nation become a beacon of upholding the principles of justice, truth and integrity. Above all, may your nations and people be those who truly fulfill the rights of God and His creation. Ameen. Yours sincerely, Mirza Masroor Ahmed. Thank you very much.